What up, YouTube? You already know Big Lou tapping back in with what to do with Big Lou NFCR2, baby. And I'm bringing to you this little video. Uh, this got to do with the Saturday Night Fight Super Middleweight WBA regular title. David Morrell against Aios Yerbossynuly. Um, what happened was David Morrell ended up knocking him out in the 12th round, and then he ended up having some problems after the fight. So what happened was in the final minute of the 12th round, uh, Yerbossynuly was penalized 1 point for repeatedly holding on to David Morrell within week for holding David Morrell, with the ref unable to pry the two fighters apart at certain points. Less than 10 seconds after the ref docked Yerbossynuly, right, uh, a point, Morrell picked up the knockout with a thundering right hook. Okay, according to CompuBox, Morrell outlanded Yerbossynuly 237 to 82. Of the punches that Morrell landed, more than 70% of them were power punches to the head. Yerbossynuly um, was cut across the nose and had significant swelling in the right eye as he pressed forward and tried to finish the fight. David Morrell said that he was strong in the post-fight interview, and he respects him. Okay, before Saturday night, Yerbossynuly had not fought since September 2021, which is what well over a year, like 14 months, when he picked up a 10-round knockout over Lennox Allen. It was Yerbossynuly's first fight in the United States since he appeared in a minor fight card in 2017. Savoy said he's a great guy. I don't even want to talk about it no more because I'm sick to my stomach at this point. I just hope for a speedy recovery. So what happened was, well, let me talk about the scorecard. So the scorecards and punch stat had the bout lopsided in David Morrell's favor. Two judges had Yerbossynuly losing every round, while the other had a 108-101 scorecard entering the 12th round. After initially celebrating the victory in the ring, Morrell quickly went over to help Yerbossynuly make his way to the stool in his corner. Savoy said he wanted to stop the bout around the 9th or 10th round. I actually had the towel in my hand, Savoy said. Aios wanted to continue. His head coach wanted him to continue. He evaluated Aios and said nothing was wrong with him. At the beginning of the 12th round, Morrell knocked Yerbossynuly down with a straight left hand. He acknowledged the ref, Tony Weeks. He looked up and said yes, he wanted to continue. As a corner, I think he said he still wanted to fight. He wanted to fight all the way to the end, and that was Savoy that said that, right? Um, the Casca fighter was stopped in the 12th round by top prospect David Morrell in the main event of the PBC card that was fought in Minneapolis. Excuse me. After the loss, the Showtime telecast reported that Yerbossynuly was taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. Emmanuel Savoy, Yerbossynuly's assistant trainer and one of the cornermen for the bout, said Sunday he was placed in a coma following surgery. Representatives of TGB Promotions and PBC are on the ground in Minneapolis with Aios team and are monitoring the situation closely. A PBC spokesman said in a statement, out of respect for he and his family's privacy, we can't share any details, but we ask the boxing community to keep him in thoughts and prayers. Yerbossynuly had won all 16 of his professional bouts and was ranked at the number one contender in the WBA's super middleweight rankings. Morrell, 8-0, 7 knockouts, a skilled Cuban prospect fighting out of Minneapolis, holds a secondary WBA title in the 168 pounds division, which we know that's super middleweight. So it's just it's just a sad situation. Um, it's more proof that boxing is real serious. You know what I'm saying? Even with all the precautions that's taken from the WBC, the WBA, the IBO, the IBF, the IBC, the IBO, the NABF, all that stuff. PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy, the Zone, Eddie Hearns, all these different promoters. Floyd Mayweather. Shit like this can still happen. Um, and most of the time, the fighters are not going to quit. The fighters are going to continue to fight, even if their faces look like the Elephant Man. And as long as they're still able to walk and they're able to hold their hands up somewhat, you know what I'm saying? A fighter's going to fight. And this just shows that how serious boxing is, again, and how serious you can be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Also, um, I'm going to do a video, I don't know when, today or tomorrow, maybe next week, I don't know, on Pritchard Colon, Puerto Rican fighter. He was a future prospect, and he got hit. He took a punch to the back of the head, which really didn't look like nothing. Even the commentators, the commentators were making fun of him, talking about he deserved a Oscar, and then the other commentator said, I don't know about an Oscar, but maybe an Emmy. You know, and it didn't really. It appeared to be nothing, but what ended up happening was he went to the hospital. He fell into a coma, not an induced coma. He fell into a coma on his own, I believe, and he was in a coma for over 200 days, like 7 months. He was in a coma, and then when he regained consciousness, he was in a vegetable state. He wasn't talking. He even had a different look to him, his face. You know what I mean? So that just goes to show how sensitive, your head is, especially the back of your head. um, your face, your nose, your all that stuff. You got a brain inside your head, so if it's taking a lot of beatings, just imagine over a period of time of beatings and wars in the ring, like they used to do back in the day with Sugar Ray and Roberto Duran and Hagler and Hearns and Alfredo Benitez and Gomez, Salvador Sanchez and Pernell Whitaker, Roger Mayweather, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., Boom Boom Mancini, Alexis Aguayo, Aaron Pryor, Michael Nunn, Julian Jackson, Gerald McClellan, the guy that Boom Boom killed, the Korean guy. This stuff's been going on for years. A lot of people's been killed in the ring and died after the fight. So again, there's seriousness to this stuff, right? This is a life and death matter. At times, you can be killed in the ring or just out of the ring, paralyzed. There's all kinds of freakish things that's happened to people. You know what I mean? So, on the reels, prayers and thoughts out to Yerbossynuly and his family. I don't know if he has kids and all that. I know he definitely has a family. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here born, right? But it's a sad situation for the boxing community. And, hopefully David Morrell said he gave the guy a lot of respect. He was tough. Hopefully they don't knock David Morrell off his game at all. There's still good fights to be made. Him, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Charlo, Canelo, all these other cats. So that being said, Big Lou just wanted to come on in real quick and drop a little video on this and let everybody know to keep aware, how seriousness boxing, MMA is. You know what I mean? And it's an unfortunate situation that occurred with this fighter. Hopefully he's able to bounce back, at least recover to a normal life. Maybe he does return to boxing. I don't know. I can't call that one. But, nonetheless, I hope he's just able to bounce back where he's got everything intact. His mental faculties are all upstairs. They're all there. And, yep. So that being said, Big Lou's going to tap on out. It's the first time you're coming to the channel. It'd be highly appreciated if you like, sub, and share the channel. And also feel free to comment. I respond back to all the comments. Big Lou, tapping out.